I noticed there was a caliber bridge had marks from the rotor indicating this wheel is coming in and out. The only way that can happen is
axle broke.
if your C-clip's missing. And upon further inspection, looking, the axle's actually broke.
Yeah.
Never seen that happen before.
They've been having some issues like this. I actually saw a TSB when we were looking at, sometimes I look at new TSBs and there is one out from Ford for the axles. So this is a failure that's out there.
Yeah, but I mean, he's talking about this is a
manufacturer defect, you know.
Yeah, sometimes when you buy these used auction cars, you got to check the recalls.
Every single vehicle that comes in, it has a gross profit that the vehicle needs to make. What ends up happening is you have to give them an estimate. How much is it going to cost to fix this unit? If it exceeds the amount that you were told that you can't surpass, auction. You end up with this.
Cars are weird. Cars are pain. Go get a shirt. Next clip.
All right, this video is for all you dealers out there. This is a single mother. She just bought the CLA hoping it was going to be a good car. She had a check engine light. Look at that. I mean, come on, guys.
Okay.
I'm not going to say the name of the dealer. Well, like, really? You guys didn't see that? Her brakes were down to the metal. She's got mismatched tires all the way around. All the fender liners are missing. And then besides that, her rear tires are not even the same sizes. And then this tire right here in the front
Let's go to 245.
is completely bald.
Damn, what's up with that sidewalk, baby?
And she paid top dollar for this.
It's a Mercedes, obviously, but is it a used dealer?
That would be a really good question.
Because I don't think a dealer would let
it wouldn't pass. It's
that
safety.
wouldn't pass. The tires itself.
It wouldn't pass safety. There's a minimum, millimeters that you need to have on the tires. It wouldn't pass.
And a little more baller dealer wouldn't leave that wheel all scuffed up. And then obviously
the charge
pipes are blown.
Well, it's the intake.
Yeah, they're broken.
Pipe. Yeah.
They're broken. And once again, a dealer usually does do what they call is a full cleanup. They will clean the engine bay like crazy because they want everything to look nice and shiny. And this one looks like it didn't even get washed. For the people out there, what do they have to check when they're gonna buy a used car or a new car from a dealer or from anywhere?
Most people, if they don't know what to look for, they wouldn't be able to look at. Or what they could look at, just pay somebody to go out and inspect the vehicle for them and be able to do all these things. That would be my recommendation there. It's like
this one right here, that will scare you. These repairs are expensive, my guys.
Expensive.
They're not cheap.
That would be an auction car.
Juanito, it was awesome having you here.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you guys.
You know what? We need to get the cars ready. Because Angie and Steph are talking. RMS, baby. Deuces.
Repairing cars can be super dangerous if you don't know what you're doing.
So today we're breaking down sketchy TikTok repairs.
I'm Angelina, that's Sandro, we're real mechanics. First clip. Yay.
You just watch it burn. Why not?
Look at that.
They brought out the camera.
That's a new meaning to hot wire. What we have is a short. is what's happening.
I see it a lot. If it's a cheap jumper cables, sometimes they burn.
If that insulation starts to become compromised, you can get the two positive and negatives that short together. And the problem is, you know, when nobody attempts to jump in and try to remove that, you're gonna damage both batteries. I mean, worst comes to worst, they could have a battery explode. People are always concerned that batteries have this huge thing on them that'll say this battery contains lead, but that battery also contains acid. Batteries do a thing when they're charging rapidly or discharging rapidly called gassing, where they'll get hydrogen gas that kind of hovers over the top of the battery. And if a spark occurs, well, we've all seen with the Hindenburg blimp what happens when we mix ignition with hydrogen, and it's an actual explosion that will peel the hood clear back off of a vehicle in some cases. And then we have acid flying everywhere. So, I mean, that's like worst case scenario, but an acid party, different kind of acid party.
You smell something bad after you jumped into, that's also an indication that the battery's about to give out or it's gone. And it could explode. So it's like, be very cautious when you're opening your hood if it smells like egg. I think you can go to a local spot and they could check it out. If they smell egg, switch it out.
Let's take a look at that next clip.
Oh!
He does not have eyebrows anymore.
That looks cool. Like you.
He is keeping that engine running with a starting fluid. A lot of times with vehicles, if you're trying to figure out if it's a spark issue or it's a fuel issue, pop off the air filter or air ducting where the throttle body is, and you will spray something combustible, starting fluid, carb clean, brake clean, while somebody is in there trying to keep the engine alive. And if the engine does start and continues to run, well, you know it's a fuel issue. If it doesn't, then maybe it's a spark issue or something else. But as long as you don't do that with a diesel, that is not a smart thing to do with a diesel. You will do damage, massive damage. Don't do that. Fully gasoline vehicles you can do that. What happened is it had a backfire and since he is spraying a combustible fluid, that combusted back in his face.
I think he's probably slanging it. His boy's inside with the throttle cable, just stepping on it. This was pumping it, he shot too much. Just a little bit, my dude, just a little damage. That motor will stay on, just a little baby damage. Baby damage. Baby damage. Just be safety, wear some glasses, but I mean, or full body seal, or a shield.
Hazmat suit.
Anything, just to protect your face.
I will admit, I've never really used any safety gear while doing this myself. But I only do baby dabs, so.
Oh, baby dabs, huh? Baby dabs.
Let's start that next clip. What's going? Oh, we
Well, that pulley.
We got some alignment issues going on here. Whoa, pulley missing. Oh,
pulley's missing.
I know exactly what happened. This happened to me. I got a belt squeal. The squeal got this real loud ee! And then it just went quiet, like went away. And I knew exactly at that moment what happened. I knew I lost the pulley. One way you can tell a belt squeal from a bearing squeal is by using some sort of belt dressing or deodorant to put underneath the belt as it's running. And if it quiets, you know it's a belt or tension issue. If it doesn't, then you know it is potentially a bearing from one of the pulleys issue. But that's very common. If you let a bearing and one of the pulleys go bad for too long, that bearing will shear off that entire pulley, which is exactly what happened. It'd be like a 10-minute repair right there too.
Yeah, but it's common. A lot of mechanics when you work on those. A baker doesn't want to go home and bake that. They'd rather go buy a cake. But there's some cars that everything's separate. Your AC is separate, your power steering belt is separate, your water pump and all the rest of the stuff is separate. So then you could get away with it. Like, let's just say you got to go somewhere. Yeah, your power steering gives out, you can still drive back to your house or to your local mechanic.
Yeah.
But if it's like something like this, you can't because it's all one whole unit.
But that serpentine is going to drive your alternator, which is going to charge the battery or keep the battery charged. It's also running all the electronics inside of the vehicle. So the pump is also being driven a lot of times off of the serpentine. So the water pump, if that's not driven for a period of time, or your alternator, you could, at worst, blow a head gasket, warp the heads, and it can do some serious internal engine damage if it overheats for a long period of time, or leave you stranded. When the alternator stops running, you're now starting a clock on your battery. Once that's out, you're out, and the car will die, and you'll be stranded wherever you're at.
If your battery light's on, your temperature on your gauge is going up, and the steering's like shit, You're call a tow truck.
Next clip.
I like the beard.
That's big.
I wish I could grow a beard. Oh,
Whoa.
that's dumb, but I done that. I was doing it actually to loosen up the gun because it was so stiff. And then I hit it and that shot up. And I was like, why was I even holding it? The am I doing it? I'm like, oh.
Like you're going to be stronger than the
I'm
impact.
like, I was trying to turn it. Have you ever opened one of those guns?
I haven't.
There's a bunch of little holes, like a little valve like this, with a bunch of holes that shoots it in there. I was loosening it up and I was like, oh, it's pretty tight. So I'm like, I put more oil, let me clean it. So then it was still stuck, but it's because I sandwiched it wrong. I put it wrong in the bearing. I didn't even put it on, so it was like touching. And I was jimming it the whole time, and then it shot out, went boom. And I was like, oh, same thing that happened to him, except I didn't hit nothing because it went into the air. And then watching it right now, I'm like, I'm done. That would have slapped me in the face. You usually could open those and repair them. They charge you so much. Snap-on charges you a lot of money to do that, but it's not that crazy. It's just like, it's one gasket in the middle and a bunch of little seals.
Yeah.
So that's it.
I've only had mine warranted. So,
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have that luxury. We repair those ourselves.
We forget sometimes how strong certain tools that we use are in our brains, thinking that you're stronger than the impact.
He looks pretty strong though.
He does look like a strong guy.
Like Paul Bunny. Be careful with air tools or any tools.
Power tools are only as dangerous as the person using them. Be careful when you're using power tools. Let's go to that next clip. Oh God.
Nice.
No. I never recommend anybody do that.
So you usually use a spring compressor, right?
The right way to do that would be to use a spring compressor. If you're at home, you can go rent one from AutoZone. They clamp on the spring and then you use a bolt that will pull the two clamp arms together. Even if you think you're gonna avoid a fail and you think you've got it, oh, it's gonna shoot off over there. Springs on a strut have an incredible amount of stored force. You could really, really hurt yourself or anybody else that's nearby or damage something. I don't ever recommend doing this.
As a business owner, if you hit that Lincoln right there,
Right.
I mean, say that bolt just taps the door, that owner's gonna be f***ing pissed.
The right way to do this would be with proper tools. So don't do sketchy stuff like that, kids. Oh!
That's happening.
Damn. I don't do a lot of buffing, but I've dabbled. That is not the way you would go in entering with a buffer like that, though,
Yeah,
right?
you're right, but you see, he caught the top. That's
Right.
what f***ed it up.
Oh, I see there too. Yeah.
When you're using things like that, I have a leather vest that I cover myself, even when I'm welding. Whoever does machining or any type of RPMs like that, you gotta make sure that you don't have nothing that's flapping around.
Yeah.
Let's just say if you have long hair,
Yeah.
and your hair is hanging right here, you're looking like Slash, you think you're the best, right? That buffing wheel would just grab it and rip your hair off, and you'll be bald from that one spot for a cool minute or forever, I don't know.
Happened to me.
When you're working with tools like that,
Yeah,
you
any
have
tools
to-
that spin or
you have to
machines.
learn, you have to learn your angles.
All right, let's buff into that next clip. Okay, so we got a high pressure power steering line that is Mickey Mouse clamped. You don't want to do that.
That's trash.
Yeah.
Welded
Surge tank
rod.
bracket welded to the chassis.
Welded rods onto it.
That right there, way too much piston to wall clearance,
Yeah.
freshly rebuilt. Yeah.
YouTube bracket.
So the intercooler is not actually being held on by the bracket, only
Levitated.
probably by the fitting on the tubes.
levitating like Chris Angel right there, like magic.
Let's back up to that oil drain for the turbo because
That's
that
just
is
f***ed up.
nuts. Okay, turbos get oiled through the engine oiling system, especially the aftermarket turbos, and usually you'll have some sort of drain coming from that turbo routed through to the oil pan, and they've got like a Connects Lego set version of this with some hose clamps.
That whole thing is gross. Somebody give me a bucket. I understand like this Jimmy together, but that's Jimmy's brother. that don't fly. That's when you don't go back.
Right.
Just have him fix
Yeah.
it, and now you know that you can't.
Right.
That's it. Like that's not your mechanic. Because if he couldn't do a simple job like that, then he's really not gonna do something bigger.
Because you're putting a lot of trust in somebody, especially if you're an auto mechanic or a specialist yourself. You're trusting that they know what they're doing and they're being honest with you.
Once you find a good mechanic, stick to him, even if he charges a lot.
You figure it is a skilled trade, so don't go for the cheapest work, go for the fairest work. What's a fair price to pay somebody for their skill and their time?
And it depends, because you're talking about an RB26. You're not gonna get a lot of mechanics to work on this.
Yeah, it's kind of a specialty deal.
Yeah, that's really hard. So you're gonna pay top dollar. If not, you're gonna get that. Oh, that's
Oh, look at that. It's like a makeshift slide hammer.
Everyone back to the
That
LZ.
works in both
Let's go.
directions.
Let's go.
What the?
What are they doing?
They invented a good ass.
No,
I give it 2.
I think it's a ratchet strap maybe, or some sort of strap. I know. It's almost like at the gym when they're doing battle ropes. The difference between port fuel injection and direct injection. Port fuel injection, I have a fuel injector that is injecting fuel above the intake valve. Those don't see as much heat because they're usually mounted inside the intake manifold, which doesn't get near as hot as, let's say, like the actual cylinder head. On direct injected engines, the fuel injector is literally right next to the spark plug, and so the heat of that cylinder head is soaking into that injector. And injectors don't get changed out as often as, let's say, spark plugs do. And so over time, you start to get melding of the metal, so to speak, and there is a taper in there that you would have to bring. But I'm going to go ahead and toss out a guess that this is not the first thing that they tried to do to get this injector out. They've probably gone through multiple steps to try to break this taper and have not found success. And so what they're doing is they're pounding down on the injector and pounding up to just simply break that joining of the components that's happened. Yeah, through rust, corrosion. The slamming up and down of the hammers next to homie's face there is probably the most dangerous part of this, or the most sketchy part of this. But I do admire the creativity.
Let's check out the next clip.
Oh no. No, 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 no.
The skills.
No! No, I am gonna point out like a really annoying thing right now. He put the fan on without any shroud. A fan shroud is essentially a funnel for the fan and the radiator. The fan doesn't blow air on the engine to cool it down. The fan draws air through the radiator to cool down the coolant. Well, if you don't have a funnel to make sure that the air is being drawn through the radiator, the fan will actually draw air around the radiator, and you can get a lot of overheating issues, which I've seen a lot. He's just flexing.
He was just flexing. He's trying to show his nephew or his lady. Check it out, babe.
Look at this.
Look what I can do. That. Nice. I'm saying, don't get me wrong, like, there's old cats that have, like, fingers like rocks. They could probably lose a limb and they grow it back. I don't know how.
Those are the same guys that'll say, like, oh, you know how you check a fan clutch? You just put your hand in and see if it stops.
Yeah.
But what if it's good? What if it's good?
What if the fan is bueno?
It is not hard to install a fan the non-sketchy way.
It's pretty easy, man.
He's just flexing.
You're just doing that for fun. I mean, you just get there, put the right tool in there, have everything off.
And put your fan shroud on.
Yeah, put your fan shroud on. If there's no point of not having it on. If you're still searching for a mechanic, a real mechanic stuff, keep watching. We haven't found him yet.
He's trying to...
Start it? Yeah, he's starting it.
He's just shorting the starter. It was a little extra. You for the boy. What he's doing to the starter is starting the B+ terminal and the N terminal to start the starter. The way a normal starter is activated is you have S wire, which is your solenoid wire. You turn your ignition switch or push button. The voltage is going to get sent down to the S wire. The S wire is going to activate the starter solenoid, which is essentially a plunger that comes forward and will, you have a B+ terminal that has a big fat starter cable coming from the battery B+ terminal, and then you've got your M terminal, which is going to the actual motor. So when the solenoid is engaged, it is connecting the battery to the M terminal to start the starter, and then it grounds through the case. So to activate a starter, all you need to do is essentially take something metal, screwdriver, or this piece of metal he's got going on here, and he's shorting these two terminals.
You're the best teacher in the world.
Building a biocode
Now,
bridge
time to
between
show them.
our
Give me.
technology and the sensor.
Metal, power,
But
start.
we must
Sell them all.
have
We're ready to
more
go.
time.
I like how he's got like this
Go with your
geyser
fellow
of
Marines,
oil that's
do
like
what you
right
can.
next to his head, but he's
I
just
have not
nonchalant.
abandoned
Yeah,
you,
he's chilling.
Alcatraz.
Just chilling like, oh look, it's shooting oil.
Yeah,
It's good.
no big deal.
If you're a mechanic, this is not your stuff. There's different ways to start motors. That's one of them. That's what they do when they do it outside. Like
Yeah.
battery connected. They do a crank with keys and starts, or this guy has a battery connected and he just pops it with a screwdriver.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's any actual danger here as long as, you know, he's out of the path of the speed components.
Long hair, beard,
If you want to see even more botch repairs and learn how to do things the right way, click here. Sandro, do you have any fatherly advice for the audience?
Actually, I do. So you guys saw this flower mechanic. So if you guys live or work next to this guy, this is your dad. That's your mechanic.
I'm Angelina,
I'm Sandro.
and this has been Real
Mechanic.
Stuff.
Coming from the park! Eyes up! On the subway tracks! Take it down! Taking fire! All clear. Regroup! All around! On me! Alcatraz, hang in there, man. We're on our way. Front! On the road! Taking cover! Take it down! Coming fire! There it is! Bury that thing! Heads up! Gunship incoming! This is it, Marines! Line her up! Hoorah! Christ! I thought that thing would never go down. Good job, Alcatraz. Chino was right about you. Alcatraz, over here! Punch it, man. Let's go!
Glad you made it, man. Come on, we gotta get to Central Station.
Alcatraz, hopefully I'm reaching your comrades too with this. I've bounced this signal off your suit to their comms.
Who the fuck is that?
My name is Jacob Hargreave. Now you may or may not be aware that Alcatraz's suit is evolving into a powerful bioweapon against the aliens you face. But in order to complete that process, a stabilizing agent is required. Alcatraz, you must go immediately to the Hargreave Rash building. I'm uploading coordinates now. Take your colleagues with you. You will need their support. Please make haste, all of you. The Ceph will not wait on us. The Hargreave Rash building. But the main entrance is blocked with rubble and the building is in lockdown. Security systems show the parking levels appear to be at least partially unlocked. And from there, you should be able to work your way up to ground level. The bio samples are in the research wing on the 11th floor. Elevator and staircase access is currently denied, but you'll be able to access a systems reboot from the security desk in the lobby. You'll need to hurry.
Alcatraz, this way, man. Come on.
All right, friends, it's Timon. We're back with another Blaha video to react to. So, gonna react to his new video he posted, gym lifting, recruiting, fitness, gear slave. Favorite YouTuber, favorite influencer to make reactions to. Blaha says in this video, free weights cause more growth than machines. Oh man, here we go, bro. I'm telling you, if this guy, I swear, if he says that a machine is gonna grow a muscle one more time, I think I'm just gonna fucking lose it, bro. These people that keep trying to tell you that doing some lifting some weight or machine is gonna magically grow a muscle, bro. Like crazy. You have to be insane.
Machines are inferior for hypertrophy. Hey, everybody.
We're back with more questionable car repair hacks from TikTok. We've got real mechanics here, so let's see if these hacks are legit or if they'll get you killed. First clip. Bottle jack. Got a bottle jack
What?
on a wrench. Whoa, with the wrench. I mean, you know, getting the drive shaft bolt out.
That happens.
Yeah.
I've done that.
That's called leverage.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of
Pretty good.
smart.
On that one, you could tell it's corroded,
Yeah.
rusty. I think that's the main problem on that one.
I guess as long as you make sure that it's really on there and there's no chance of it like stripping it as you're going up.
Yeah.
I don't see this being like a bad hack.
There's been a lot of videos online of people disconnecting their drive shafts. Why is it such a dangerous thing to do?
If he loosens it up and it comes off, and if it's not, there's nothing holding it, that bad boy's just gonna roll off and then.
The whole truck's just gonna.
Yeah.
He's also using a drill to turn.
Soft hands.
Very well manicured.
Yeah.
All right, Stephanie, do you think this is a legit hack or whack?
I think this is a legit hack.
That's a hack. It's a hack.
Let's check out our next hack here.
Here's a little mechanic hack.
Okay, that's what we're here for.
You have impact sockets.
Me?
They're a little tough to read.
Yeah.
I like his
What
accent.
you need
me
to do is get yourself
Some good
paint
stuff's
pen.
about to happen.
Apply this very liberally
Okay.
to all the little grooves. Then you gotta let it sit and dry. Now get yourself some paper towel,
Okay.
little tiny spray of carb cleaner, and then back. Wrap it around, squeeze very gently. And when you are done,
Dude, that's sick.
it will look like that.
That looks pretty cool.
I love that.
But it's new. It's new. If it was older, I believe it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it was already worn out, you know, like imagine you have like, well, I mean, your sandpaper hands, and you're holding that. It's gonna burn out even the engravement.
No, this is awesome. And I feel like all tools should be doing this from the factory anyway.
I think the reason why they don't is just because after like over the years and stuff, wear and tear, it just fades. But this is very, very nice to keep it really stylish and cute.
Public service announcement. We thought that we would try this hack on this episode.
I get to do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, guys, I get to.
Got a
Arts and craft here.
Silver paint pen. Let's get a little
Pre-wipe.
pre-clean, pre-wipe.
Oh my God. That is not working at all.
It might. Oh, that's way better.
Oh, there you go. Please do the honors, Nolan.
Oh, thank you. Really dig it in there. Yeah. Stick around to the end of the episode to see if this works. You're gonna let it dry right here. You can keep your eye on it the whole time. You can watch paint dry. Next clip. Got here. Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. I've used this before. I've done that before.
So instead of draining the oil, someone's up top with the shop vac, keeps it all suctioned in there.
As long as the shop vac is strong enough, for the most part, your oil is just dancing up there.
That's dope. Wow. So you don't have to change the fluid. You just change. Yeah,
that's tight. That's tight.
Whatever that sensor was.
That's probably your oil level sensor.
Okay. But how does the vacuum keep from sucking oil out?
So now you guys need a scientist.
Well, luckily Tony's a physicist.
Tony?
Time to shine, buddy.
See how it's all bubbly? That's because the oil is viscous, but it's not so viscous that air bubbles can't start being sucked through. So it's like, take a straw and put some water in it and suck it from the straw. And all the water will stay inside the straw, but you'll get air bubbles going up through it too.
Oh, okay. So there's not a perfect seal up top, so it's not just gonna suck it all out. It's so sick. It's just staying in there. Look at that. This is something you figure out after working on this one sensor a lot.
That vacuum though. Who's paying the vacuum?
Vacuum's doing all the work. Would you rate this a legit hack or whack?
Super legit. That's legit.
It is a legit hack.
If you want to see us try this hack in different applications, let us know down in the comments. This next clip features another hack to keep your hands clean when changing an oil filter. Let's see if it's better than that last one.
Tech tip of the day. If you're draining an oil filter, get a punch and a hammer, punch the bottom of it, make a hole. As you can see here, nice and clean, you don't get your hands dirty. I like using this method so I won't get dirty.
Nice hands. Hey.
Honestly?
That's not bad.
Because sometimes you're stabbing holes in things anyway.
Yeah.
You're doing too much.
It's an extra step. I mean, I get it. I understand.
All right, son.
But
the building is secure.
Is it really that necessary?
You'll have to blast your
Sometimes
way
it's
into
like,
the
just get in there,
parking
take it
lot.
off, you know? But sometimes it's like, let's just say it's hot oil, customer just came in, you didn't cool it down. That's pretty tight because you don't want that hot oil in your hands. So I understand that. But I mean, if it's been chilling there, you're just doing it for fun at that point. Because I mean, just knock it out. Like, I mean, I'm that guy to be like, hey, just.
If he would have said this hack was if you have a tough oil filter that you can't get off, that would make sense. But I don't want to get dirty. Grow up, guy.
Yeah, man.
Put your big boy pants on.
Yeah. Kind of mean, huh?
No one's like, I actually really like this hack. I just didn't want to say anything.
I think it's so extra. Would you say this is a legit hack, or would you say this is pretty whack?
Legit hack.
Whack.
Get it out of here. See that next clip. All right, we got a DB to tie.
Yeah, that's nice.
Wow, that was smooth.
That was smooth.
Wow.
I think you're right. That was sexy right there.
Wow. Yeah, normally you clear out all that dirt and get stuff out of the way before you try to beat it, but that tire is most of the way off.
That's a manly man right there.
Whoa, okay. Never seen.
You've never seen that?
I've never seen the tire be that far off, or like.
That's a little wicked, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy that it worked. Oh, that's a full-on stick.
That's a real man right there.
We did this a couple years ago when we were building our Tacomas, putting the tires on our wheels there. Brake clean, bunch of that in there, light it up. It science happens and fills the tire, and then you do have to keep filling the tire with air.
Yeah.
That'll only seat the bead onto the rim. You do have to continue filling it with air because of the flame, there's no air in there anymore. So. Oh, he already has air. Pumping the air.
Damn, this was good. This was good. Props to you.
Yeah.
You have to be careful with a lot of things. You have to be careful with your surroundings. Make sure that nothing around is going to catch on fire. You have to be careful of yourself. Make sure you're not going to catch on fire. And this isn't a tried and true hack that's going to happen. That's going to work every time.
Takes practice. It's a pretty common hack to use fire like that to pop a bead on, but this is a whole new level. That's a flex.
That's a man.
Is this a good hack? Yes, it's tried and proven. Is it dangerous? Yes, if you don't do it right, you can get in some trouble. Is it whack?
Not at all.
Legitness.
Next clip. Don't have a hydroponic? First of all, I don't think that's what you think it means. Pretty sure that's for growing herbs and spices in your home. Hydroponics. So they're using the press to push in some bushings?
I don't like that.
Why not?
I feel like people are gonna see this and now they're gonna be like, oh my god. Effed.
Turns out, car jacks are good presses.
Yeah. Hopefully you got it in a good spot, because imagine you get it like by the radiator support and it caves up and then you have a hole in the radiator and then everything sucks and then you're mad.
That seems like it's pretty centered, but what if you got a wishbone link and it's off center, or a guide link and it's, you know, you gotta hold it while also jacking it up, and it just...
One of the reasons people don't like doing bushings is because they have to be pressed on and out. So it's like, why do they need that?
Because it needs rubber, so it won't be like metal to metal. It won't be that stiff.
Yeah, exactly.
For a quick little beep boop,
Yeah,
I think it's...
Worked pretty dang well, looks like. So would you say this is a legit hack, or would you say it's pretty whack?
It's a legit hack, but dangerous, because it could have gone a little...
Anything could have moved in that situation, it would have been much worse. I mean, in the right hands, it's a legit hack.
Yeah.
But maybe
That way.
And that's what's cool about these VG engines. They were super easy to build.
Hey, do you think the turbo is the adrenaline gland of the car?
Engine is the heart, oil is the blood.
Are the drive shafts the legs, or is it the axles?
It's the axles! But I'm willing to admit the bumper is the butt if you admit that the CV joint is the knee.
Hey, just so you know, the meeting was canceled. Amazing.
The tailpipe is the butthole. Anyway, during the late 90s, Nissan, along with
All right, next clip. All right, so it looks like we got a big old breaker bar torque wrench and a truck being used as leverage. It's a sick truck, though.
Yeah, that is a sick
Hey on that bad boy. Using the toolbox, too. This is definitely Australia.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. That's pretty ingenious, though. But dude, I would I don't want the bar coming towards me, and that if it lets go, that thing's flying at me.
Yeah.
On the other side, filming from the other side.
Imagine it snaps. It snaps and slaps you right in the face.
Which we've done on Donut. Also, why would you use a torque wrench to loosen something? Is that, I know a lot of people frown upon that, but like, is it really gonna damage it?
It might snap the little teeth on it. Like it's not meant for that. It's meant just for you to get it to a certain point. That's a lot of pressure, just holding it. But then again, it depends what kind of torque wrench it is. Like, what's the pounds they'll take?
If a bolt's that f***ing hard, you should probably impact it. But look at where they're at. They probably don't have an impact.
I'll do that all day.
Legit hack.
Garage is sealed, Alcatraz.
It's pretty legit that they pulled it off, but also, anybody watching this, do not do that.
Yeah.
You'll hurt yourself.
Big owie.
Next clip. Auto shop secret revile. Another typo. Oh. That's tight. That's tight. Dude, that's kind of sick. And that's torque too. It's on the torque.
Yeah, yo, any bolt, any nut that you can't fit a socket onto and you need to use a wrench, it's kind of, because if you're trying to do things right for once and you're trying to torque things, this is a super doohickey. I don't know what that is, but I want one. Even just extensions, depending on the size of the extension, will throw off how accurate your torque spec is. So I truly wonder how accurate that is, but if it's close enough, I think that's legit.
The fact that you're trying to get to the right torque spec probably puts you ahead of most already.
Yeah, because I would have just done it like, we're good.
I think this is a Mustang, and I've definitely been able to fit my impact gun there instead of having to do that. So, whack.
So what we're hearing is that Nolan just no torque specs.
That's dope.
What do you think? Whack or legit?
I think it's cool.
Legit.
Legitness.
Hack. All right, we know you guys love to lower your cars, so maybe this next hack will keep your fenders safe. Let's find out.
Nasal section,
we're like
what
a
the
carb
hell do you
screen?
think you're doing? This is Jacob Hargrave. I order you to cease
Oh
fire.
wow, that's a lot of flush camera going on, and it moves itself. What?
You fools! You'll destroy
Not mad
our
about
only
that.
hope.
That's pretty
Cease
ingenious.
fire now.
It's like some active aerodynamics, sort
The
of.
brain power going on in these videos today is off the charts.
It really is. It's a whole new level of self-clearancing going on here.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's tight. Because everything that's so tight, even though you roll your fenders to try to get that super flush fitment, like the brackets that hold right here, like the clips and the lights, once you hit it, they start like breaking over and over and over. So whatever he did here is giving flex. So let's like the fender move around. So it doesn't put tension on the bumper clips and the headlights. Because sometimes you'll see some cars that the headlights come off because the clips break off because that fender's like putting pressure on it, like, God.
It's all fun and games until that spring just shoots out.
Yeah, that's true.
That's actually a tight hack.
I think that's a very sick hack, as a matter of fact.
Next clip.
How to properly clean threads.
Properly clean the threads. You got a wire strip. Oh, wow.
What? No way.
I've seen that before.
Same kind they're using. Let's try this.
I saw this on my TikTok For You page.
Let's try it, dude. Put it in there. What? No way. That's like perfectly clean. You're not gonna run right on that.
No way. I love the way he talks.
Yeah, he's my favorite part of the video.
That's, I've used that hack before, so.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, it works. It works. He has good hair, nice hands. I give him props. Looking like a little Brad Pitt right there.
Depending on which bolt it is and whatnot, one, you may just not have an exact same bolt available, same head size, same thread pitch, and same length. You're not just gonna go to Home Depot and find them. I clean threads off of like old bolts and reuse them a lot, to be honest.
I mean, I feel bad for that tool though. The other one that he's using, he could neglect it out of that.
There is a chance that you the threads. If their threads aren't, they're thinner than what you're using, right? I would recommend maybe doing it, but with an actual like thread cleaner for like a tap and die set. That'd
What I
be
usually
legit.
do, like if it's just a rusty thread that doesn't need to be like properly cleaned, just throw like a wire brush on a drill, just real quick. This is a really crazy hack. You know what's even crazier is just how crusty that dude's wire stripper was.
Clean that.
Verified hack?
Oh yeah.
This hack is all right if, like I said, you're at home, this is your personal thing, and you don't love your wire strippers.
So far, everything's been a pretty good hack. TikTok might be winning today.
You guys are getting better. There's nothing wrong with going to YouTube and recapping whatever you're supposed to do. Before it was shined upon like, oh, you're YouTubing it, mechanic, but it's like, you're not gonna remember every car or every hack. So a little reminder, checking out the donut videos or whatever other videos you guys wanna watch, or the RMS, to remind you of how to do something is perfect. I mean, that's dope.
This next clip features the ultimate hack for when you don't have the right tool for the job. Let's see what it is. Oh my goodness, dude, that dude's yoked. Look at that dude.
Strong man.
Look at that dude's arms.
Oh my God.
He's got